Hello there, how are you? Lyrin Haddock here with another whoa hear me out edition of Worth the Buy. This week we're jumping on the video game to movie bandwagon considering Minecraft is releasing. Yeah, we're looking at a film that got a lot more hate than it probably should have. So let's speak with Diana, prep our silver ballers and dress up, and let's dive into Hitman. Is this the greatest video game adaptation? No. Is it the greatest film? No. Is it a fun take on the source material and easy to enjoy as a non-game fan? Hell yeah, it is. So before I start, the story is often a complaint from people, so bear with me a moment. 47 is hired to assassinate the Russian President Belikov. Following his success, his whereabouts are revealed to the Russian authorities in an attempt to clean up loose ends. Having been tipped off by his agency contact Diana as to who ordered the hit, Belikov himself, well, his double, then grabbing Belikov's mistress, what follows is a cat and mouse tale between 47, Interpol, the FSB, and the agency, often with convoluted intrigue. Please like, comment, share and subscribe for more videos of forgotten and underrated gems. It really means a lot to me and it really helps the channel grow. I will admit, being a fan of the game series, I'm quite glad that they opted for not using the clone storyline though. It allows the film to feel a little bit more grounded over the ridiculousness that the games have often covered. I mean, I know this film has a lot of shootouts and action scenes, but people often forget that Hitman Codename 47, the very first game, essentially ended with you mini-gunning countless clones of yourself. I think what they opted for in the film, generic as it may be, was not the worst it could have been. And lest we forget, there was a similar storyline in Judge Dredd 12 years earlier, and that was greeted like getting a turd for Christmas. Regardless of any of your misgivings on the film, there are some stellar performances from the cast. 47 himself, thankfully we didn't get the original casting for this role of Vin Diesel. Instead we get character actor who's regularly close to leading man, Timothy Olyphant. I mean, I quite like his portrayal as 47, and early in the film when we first see his face, Olyphant looks great as 47.
This is not a cater. It's a Chinese copy. In fact, I don't know if it's the drugs or if you're usually this inept, but you've been wrong about most of these weapons. If the gun you're holding is as cheap as this one, even if you could manage to shoot her in the eye, and I'm not saying you could, you wouldn't kill her.
Chasing 47 across the globe and often considered to be chasing a ghost is the Interpol agent Mike Whittier, played by the fantastic actor that was almost Wolverine, Dougray Scott.
Mike Whittier, Interpol. What's the status of my suspect?
And the light bulb comes on. Took me a minute. Must be the jet lag. You're telling me to fuck off?
Another thorn in 47's side, pursuing him across Russia, is lead agent of an FSB task force, Yuri Marklov, played by another extremely underrated character actor in Robert Nepper. Seriously, the dude has been in everything, in a career spanning my lifetime as he started in 1986.
You're a good man, Michael.
One of Interpol's best.
But leave this intelligence work to the FSB.
Then I will write a report extolling Interpol for its help. Medals will probably be involved.
Or I can report your incompetence and disregard for my nation's laws to your superiors. This will undoubtedly find its way to the state prosecutor in Moscow.
And let's not forget the absolutely stunning and often naked Olga Kurilenko. A quote from Jeremy Clarkson has lived rent-free in my head for years when talking about Olga.
There's a girl in this Max Payne movie, okay?
Yes.
Who is called Olga Kurilenko.
Karolenko, yes, the new Bond girl.
Now, she's in that Bond film, and James Bond doesn't do having sex with her, yeah?
Why?
In Max Payne, she's lying in your bed wearing, let's be honest, not much, and you go, oh no. Has she got a beard or something?
It's unfortunate that she ended up in multiple films that weren't critical or financial hits. Quantum of Solace, Max Payne and Hitman, all in quite quick succession. But she continued and has racked up multiple great credits to her name.
What colour underwear am I wearing?
You're not wearing any underwear.
You don't want to fuck me, and you don't want to kill me. I've never felt so much indifference in my entire life.
And with our supporting players again, there's a great mixture of character actors and even a kids TV star in there. Two of note. Firstly, we've got Randall Tarley himself, James Faulkner, as CIA agent Carlton Smith, who looks and sounds similar to a character from the games.
This is a small favor.
I don't think I can do this.
Not in your time frame.
Keep reading.
Jesus Christ.
Tell me this isn't what I think it is.
Then, assisting Mike Whittier at Interpol is Jenkins, played by Michael LaFay. Now, I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation, but this guy was Byron Wordsworth in The Storymakers on CBeebies, as well as Zack in Zingzillas. Strange to think he was doing kids shows, then pow, Casino Royale and Hitman.
Trust unto God, and he shall direct your path.
There was clearly a love for the source material from the creators of this film. Whether it's the third-person camera angles, or it's hiding your gun in a toilet, and before anyone jumps in about The Godfather, again in Codename 47, the first game, one of the missions is to take out mobsters at a sit-down. It's a Chinese restaurant instead of Italian, but that was the method of execution, clearly a nod to the film from the game, and a nice nod within the film too. There's also things that were sometimes from promotional images, such as the sitting with a sniper rifle with a red neon sign behind, or the crossed silver ballers across his chest. Just go and have a nosy at writeups.org biography on Agent 47, you'll see countless images. The fact that there were quite a few reshoots done after filming had wrapped, which included the multiple assassin fight on the train, but it was later confirmed that director Javier Gens had been fired and denied final cut. And the thing is, you can see that it was turned more actiony than what was originally created. I mean, don't get me wrong, as an action set piece, the train station fight is fun. It just doesn't really fit with the rest of the film though. Roger Ebert, yes, the infamously harsh critic, especially when it comes to video game and certain types of comedy movies. He actually gave this 3 out of 4 stars, and interestingly, he stated this: Hitman stands right on the threshold between video games and art. On the wrong side of the threshold, but still, give it credit. Which is stranger when you consider that based on 104 reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, it's 16%, and only 39 out of 100 on Metacritic based on 22 critics. Yet, as the true cult classic it appears to be, rated by fans as a B on an A+ to F scale on CinemaScore. There were even a lot of complaints over the violence within the film. I don't see it as that bad, especially compared to other 15 rated films, even of the era. Some of the kills are pretty brutal, and I think that it fits perfectly with the emotionless 47 portrayed by Oliphant. I guess it's a classic, studio heads want a PG-13 because it's a game! Ignoring the fact that the game is rated for mature audiences. Considering the critical lashing it received, it didn't actually do too badly at the box office. On an estimated budget of $24 million, it recouped around $128 million, including US-only DVD sales of just under $28 million. And that doesn't include TV airing rights. Even taking out the DVD sales, the film brought in just under $100 million in the box office. 4 times your budget? I'd say that's a pretty good turnover. So there we have it, another whoa whoa whoa, hear me out worth the buy. If you haven't seen this film before and see it streaming on Disney Plus or out in the wild, give it a watch. You'll likely be delightfully surprised by this video game film. Also, it's worth the DVD alone for the gag reel.
That's entertainment!
I've been Lyrin Haddock. Catch you next time.
Regrettably, the next target date has been moved up at the client's request, and the client wishes it to be public.
I've planned something more subtle. I've made preparations. Eat your sandwich. I need to get some sleep.
You know?
Nika.
Yes?
Stop talking or I'll put you back in the trunk.